afternoon. Could you please join me in standing for the presentation of the colors?
Honor guard, attention! Present the colors. Officers and uniformed personnel, present arms.
Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Officers and uniformed personnel, order, arms. Honor guard, dismissed.
You may all be seated. That's right. Hello and welcome. I'm Officer Connors. I'm truly honored to be a part of today's event. I'm honored because the citizens and employees being recognized today represent the best values of our community and their commitment to it continuing to be one of the top places to live and work. We'd like to welcome dignitaries and special guests. Mayor Bob Simmons, Mayor Pro Tem Kish Rajan, Cindy Silva, City Manager Ken Nordoff, Assistant City Manager Lori Tinfo, City Attorney Brian Wenter, Director of Human Resources Sally Rice, Community Development Director Sandy Meyer. We give a round of applause. Right now, we'd like to recognize retired Captain Neil Stratton. If you could please stand. There he is. I'd like to introduce Chief Bryden, Captain Schultz, and Captain Skinner. And Chief, I believe it's...
Thanks, Holly, and thank you for everyone for coming today. This is a good day for our police department. It's always an honor and a privilege to be part of the ceremony, and today is no exception. We have a very safe city, and many of the people that contribute to that safe city are going to be honored here today. Not only will you learn about our brave officers and their achievements, but you'll also learn about our volunteers in policing, our reserve officers, our cadets, and our civilian personnel that help with the efficiency of our department and that ultimately help keep our city safe. You'll learn about milestones achieved by employees, whether they're just starting their careers or whether they're reaching milestones such as senior officer or master officer. You'll also get to celebrate with our employees that have received promotions within the last 12 months. But today we also recognize several citizens that have nothing to do with our city or our police department other than the fact that they were brave people in the right place at the right time that went the extra mile to help people and keep our city safe. Whether it was at the scene of a burglary in progress, a serious traffic accident, or actually tackling a thief at Broadway Plaza, these outstanding community members are another reason why Walnut Creek is a great place to live and a great place to work. This police department has 111 dedicated, hardworking employees that have chosen law enforcement as their profession. Those employees, along with the tremendous support we receive from the community, help keep Walnut Creek safe. Today's ceremony is to celebrate the accomplishments of those that have helped keep the city safe. So don't hesitate to come forward, applaud, clap, and cheer for those people that are that are being recognized today. They deserve it, and they appreciate you being here just like I do. Thank you.
Now we'd like to honor the citizens who have helped the police department in the last year. Diane Hopkins, if you could come on stage, please. On December 6th of 2011, Diane was driving northbound on Oak Grove Road approaching the intersection of Deer Park Drive. Diane saw a car southbound on Oak Grove Road go out of control and crash into a cement barrier. Diane stopped, ran over to the car, which was still moving, and saw that the driver was unconscious. The car came to a stop, and Diane was able to put the car in park and call Walnut Creek Police Department. The driver had suffered from a medical condition which caused him to lose control of his car. Diane tended to the driver as he was in and out of consciousness until paramedics arrived and transported the driver to the hospital. Diane's willingness to get involved in unselfish actions on behalf of someone she didn't know is to be commended. Diane is deserving of the respect and admiration of the Walnut Creek Police Department and is hereby awarded the Walnut Creek Police Department Citizen Commendation Award. May I please have Paul Rapisardo and Kara Talbot to the stage. On November 11th, 2011, Paul and his fiancée, Kara Talbot, had just arrived home at the residence after being out to dinner, celebrating Paul's birthday. As they were getting out of their car, they saw a male subject coming out of the side door of their garage. Paul immediately confronted the subject, who told Paul he was looking for a friend. Paul and Kara noticed that their motorcycle inside their garage had been moved, and they suspected the subject was trying to steal it. The suspect then got into a parked car nearby and drove away. Paul and Kara got into their vehicle and followed the suspect. While Paul was driving, Kara used her cell phone to call Walnut Creek Police Department, advising dispatchers what had happened, the description and license plate of the suspect vehicle, and providing turn-by-turn directions. This information allowed responding Walnut Creek police officers to locate the suspect vehicle and stop it. The suspect was subsequently taken into custody and charged with felony first-degree burglary. Paul's observations and willingness to get involved led to the arrest of a burglary suspect. Paul is deserving of the respect, and also Kara is deserving of the respect and admiration of the Walnut Creek Police Department, and is hereby awarded the Walnut Creek Police Department's Citizens Commendation Award. May I please have Gabriel Gobert and Chase Herring to the stage. On August 18th of 2011, Walnut Creek Police Department officers became involved in a pursuit of a vehicle for numerous traffic violations. During the pursuit, the vehicle crashed and the driver fled on foot in a residential area, ignoring officers' orders to stop. Several other officers responded to the scene, including a CHP helicopter, and set up a perimeter. While setting up the perimeter, Chase Herring and Gabriel Gobert advised officers they had heard something in their rear yard. Officers located the suspect in the rear yard attempting to escape. Chase and Gabriel used their flashlights and confronted the suspect. This allowed officers to catch up to the suspect and take him into custody. The suspect was subsequently charged with felony evading and being a felon in possession of a firearm. Chase and Gabriel's willingness to get involved assisted officers in apprehension of a felony offender. Chase and Gabriel are deserving of the respect and admiration of the Walnut Creek Police Department, and they are hereby awarded the Walnut Creek Police Department's Citizens Commendation Award. Okay, my Nordstrom people, where are you? I didn't know if Noah Ochoa made it today. Do we know? I guess not. So I have Madison and Thorne, if you could come to the stage, please. On December 3rd, 2011, Walnut Creek Police Department officers were sent to Nordstrom to investigate the report of two suspects running out of the store carrying a large number of high-end purses. Thomas Taylor and Joe Madison were outside the store, heard an alarm sounding when they saw one of the suspects leave the store carrying a large number of purses. Thomas and Joe confronted the suspect and ordered him to stop. The suspect threatened Thomas and Joe and then tried to punch Joe. Thomas and Joe were able to wrestle the suspect to the ground. The suspect used pepper spray against the two men to aid in his escape, but Thomas and Joe continued to restrain the suspect. Even though Thomas had been pepper sprayed in the face, he had the presence of mind to use his cell phone to call the police and also use his cell phone camera to take a picture of the suspect vehicle that drove off during the melee. Tamara Rich and Scott Thorne then assisted Thomas and Joe in restraining the suspect until officers took him into custody. The suspect was identified as being on parole with an extensive criminal history. The following day, Enterprise rental car employee Noah Ochoa called Walnut Creek PD to advise he heard about this incident and recognized the suspect as being the same person that rented a car from him at the Oakland rental car office. Ochoa advised that the car was due back to their business that same day. Detectives went to the Oakland office at Enterprise Rental Car and arrived at the same time as the car was being dropped off. The driver was determined to be on active parole. As a result of Scott and Noah's observations and willingness to get involved, they are deserving of the respect and admiration of the Walnut Creek Police Department and are hereby awarded the Walnut Creek Police Citizens Commendation Award. And as a result of Joe's bravery and willingness to get involved, several $1,000s of merchandise was recovered, and the responsible party was arrested and charged with several felony crimes. Joe is deserving of the respect and admiration of the Walnut Creek Police Department. He is hereby awarded the Walnut Creek Police Chiefs Award. Oh, hold on just a minute.
And he didn't injure his right wrist doing it.
So, Joe, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Again, thank you.
Chief, you want to do the photo op?
Yeah. It's all to you.
about another round of applause for our citizen heroes? Could I have Dawn and Sue Randall come to the stage, please? Sue, you're being hailed to the stage, please. We are recognizing Dawn and Sue Randall today and the Randall Foundation for their ongoing support of the Walnut Creek Police Department. They have made numerous donations over the years to our K-9 unit, to our reserve program, and also recently funded the purchase of digital recorders for all of our officers. In addition, Dawn served as a reserve officer for our department for 30 years, and he achieved the highest rank we give to a reserve officer, which is that of captain. Not only is the Randall's support of the police department worthy, but their passion for and leadership in our community has been invaluable. I want to personally thank Dawn and Sue for playing a key role in helping make Walnut Creek the place it is today, a great place. Dawn, Sue, thank you very much. Could I have Daryl Warner come to the stage, please? There he is. Daryl is one of our VIPs, or Volunteers in Police Service, and has been one of our police chaplains for over 12 years and is retiring from service as one of our chaplains today. Daryl was part of the original group for the Walnut Creek Police Department's chaplain program that started in 2001. His many talents include his great interpersonal skills and his desire to help first responders. Daryl graduated from Cal State Chico in 1987 and earned his Master's of Divinity in 1995. Daryl and all of our chaplains have always been just a phone call away when we've needed them for crisis management or when an employee has going through a tough situation. Daryl is married to retired police record technician Barbara Wintermeyer's lovely daughter Erin, and they have two girls, Kayla and Addie. Are they here? You guys stand up? They're not here, so they can't stand up. And a new boy. Oh, okay, now I see why. Daryl, on behalf of the city and the police department, let me thank you for 12 years of dedicated service, not only to our department, but to the citizens of Walnut Creek. Thank you very much. Tamim Hamid, will you come to the stage, please? It's my privilege to award Tamim Hamid, give him the honor of being our Cadet of the Year for 2011. Tamim has been a cadet since 2009. He's a full-time student at DVC, and he also works part-time for UPS in his spare 30 minutes a week. Tamim has held the rank of cadet sergeant, and he is currently our highest ranking cadet, which is cadet lieutenant. He averages at least 10 hours a week volunteering for our police department, and after completing DVC, he plans to attend the San Francisco State University, and also wants to one day become a reserve officer for our department. We currently have 14 cadets, and the cadets range in anywhere from age from 16 to 22. And if we have any other cadets in the audience, would you stand, please? Be recognized. Oh, we got shut out. Okay. All right. Well, Tamim's here, and Tamim is our cadet of the year. Oh, there we go. There's Ed. All right. You know, our cadets do a great job for us, and they do a lot of different things that we would have to have regular officers or other personnel do, such as vehicle transports, role-playing in SWAT, traffic control, assistance with pond slips, taxi permitting, vehicle inspections. They work at DUI checkpoints, and they give assistance to almost every unit in the police department. The cadet advisors are officers Mike Hurlbutt, Nick Olson, Joe Coffin, and our own Reserve Sergeant Larry Sardi. And so let's give a round of applause to those 4 people for spending a great deal of time working with these young men and women. Being a cadet is a great way for young adults to learn about the law enforcement profession, and also helps them determine whether they really want a career in law enforcement. Tamim, thank you, congratulations, and thank you to all of our cadets who help us so much throughout the year. Okay, I have one more award to give, and could I have Joan Fromm come to the stage, please? Joan is here with her husband Jeff today, and Joan is our Volunteer of the Year for 2011. The annual Walter Stern Award is given to the volunteer and police services who exemplify selflessness, commitment, dedication, and humility in service to the Walnut Creek Police Department. These were all very strong characteristics of Walter, who served the department with distinction for 23 years before he passed away in 2010 at the age of 91. It is my pleasure. This is the second year we're actually giving this award, and it's my pleasure to give the award to this year to Joan Fromm. Joan has been a volunteer with our department since January of 2008, and her assignment is that of the massage permit coordinator. Joan works up to 8 hours per week, managing 150 plus massage permits, which get renewed every 2 years, and also new permits that are requested weekly. Her duties also include interactions with the Investigations Bureau, Business Licensing Division, and also the Department of Justice for fingerprinting all of our massage permittees. Joan exemplifies what our VIPs are all about. They demonstrate day in and day out their commitment to keep the community safe. They work hard, they're reliable, and they have a passion for what they do. There are literally thousands upon thousands of opportunities for people to volunteer within Walnut Creek and within Contra Costa County. And we have 37 volunteers that work for us day in and day out that choose us and choose to spend their valuable time with us. And that only makes our department and our organization much, much stronger. Joan, thank you, congratulations, and thanks to all of our volunteers for the time, your effort, and your dedication to our city.
So I'd like to give a brief overview of what the Master Officer Program is. The Master Officer Program is designed to encourage officers of the Walnut Creek Police Department to make an extraordinary contribution to this community and to recognize and reward those officers who are making such a contribution. This program is intended to develop master officers by providing both developmental opportunities and additional responsibility. The senior officer level requires 9 years in law enforcement. The Master Officer 1 level requires 15 years in law enforcement. The Master Officer 2 level requires 20 years in law enforcement. In addition to fulfilling a minimum number of years in law enforcement, a master officer must serve in a special assignment, attend special training such as bomb school or accident reconstruction school, and participate in a special project that benefits the department, the city, or the community. Captain Skinner?
Good afternoon. I'd like to call the following officers up to the stage, please. Officer Andy Brown, Officer Fred Godinez, Officer Tammy Keegi, Officer Andy Lingua, and I'm going to go formal here for him, Officer Michael Segru. Okay, moving on to Master Officer 1s. I'd like to call the following two officers up to the stage, Officer Bill Jaha and Officer Nicole Rosenbush.
So Captain Schultz. Reserves.
Going to make some presentations to the reserve program, but I'd like to invite Reserve Captain Chris Flath to the stage, please. And I'd like to invite the following reserves to the stage. Alan Dong. And Alan, do you want to bring your family up on stage with you? Come on up. Alan is a new reserve police officer with us, was appointed on January 26th of this year. He was born and raised in San Francisco, in fact, still resides there today. He attended Sacred Heart Cathedral Prep and went on to study at Evergreen Valley College and the College of San Mateo. In fact, he was the class leader of his Reserve Academy class, so congratulations. Alan works as a member of the fitness training staff at the San Mateo Athletic Club. He previously worked as an auditor for Safeway and as a supervisor at Bloomingdale's. Alan, would you like to introduce your girlfriend?
Yes, this is my girlfriend, Della.
Welcome. Alan enjoys as his hobbies mixed martial arts, CrossFit, running, and researching nutrition and cooking. And pinning the badge on Alan today is Reserve Captain Flaff.
Oh, okay. Good, you got your vest on.
Congratulations, Alan. Thank you. Next up is Reserve Officer Barry Fischler. And once again, Barry, if you'd like to invite your family up. Barry was appointed to Reserve Police Officer on December 16th of last year, and he stated he decided to pursue being a Reserve Officer after he chased down a shoplifter a few years back. So we'll let you ask him about that story later on. He was born in, and help me with the pronunciation, is it Penticton? Penticton, British Columbia, Canada. Canada. Penticton, Canada. I think you know what I'm talking about. He graduated from the University of Victoria with a bachelor's degree in computer engineering. He's worked as a test engineer on air traffic control systems. He is currently a quality control manager at the Lawrence Livermore National Lab. I believe this is your wife, Joy? Yes. And your daughter? Natalie. Natalie, welcome. Barry has 4 years of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under his belt. He ranked top in his Module 3 Reserve Academy. In fact, he states he tapped out his DEF-TAC instructor twice. And he is currently taking the Module 2 Reserve Academy at the Contra Costa Sheriff's Department. Barry has been doing CrossFit also for the past 2 years, and he enjoys spending time with his family. Pinning the badge will be his wife. Congratulations, Barry, and welcome to you and your family. Thank you. Reserve Patrick O'Donnell. And Patrick, if you'd like anyone to come up with you, feel free. Patrick was appointed on November 8th of 2011. He was born in Berkeley and grew up in the city of Benicia. He attended St. Patrick St. Vincent High School and graduated from St. Mary's College in Moraga with a bachelor's in communication. He currently works for the Public Safety Department at St. Mary's College, and he would like to become a full-time police officer. In attendance with Barry today, I'll let you introduce them.
My mom, Paula, and my dad, Dave.
Patrick enjoys weightlifting, running, training, and once again, doing CrossFit. And pinning the badge today will be his father, who is a retired Richmond Police Department captain. Congratulations to you and welcome to you and your family. Thank you. Next up is Ed Ramaya. You may recognize Ed. He stood up when they called out the cadets. He's now a reserve officer with us. Ed was appointed on October 13th of 2011. He was born in the Fiji Islands and raised in Hayward and Antioch. He attended DVC and is currently attending Sac State, where he is majoring in sociology. Prior to becoming a reserve officer, he was in the cadet program, and he actually served as a lieutenant in that program. You want to introduce your family?
My mom, Mavis, my dad, Paul, and my mentor, Sergeant Mary Sardi.
Welcome. Ed was previously a volunteer with the Antioch Animal Services and a ride supervisor at Great America. He likes to run, jog, and hike with his dog, and he also adds that WCPD is his home away from home. Pinning the badge today will be your father. Good job. Congratulations, Ed. Welcome to you and your family. Thank you. And Larry, can you step off the stage so I can call you back up? Stay up here. Stay up here. Going to recognize the reserve sergeants now. Larry Sardi. You want to invite any guests up? Larry was appointed to the position of sergeant, reserve sergeant, on February 13th of this year. Born in San Francisco and raised in Clayton, he graduated from Clayton Valley High School and the Police Reserve Academy. He is currently the towing manager at Mike's Auto Body and was a cadet with the Contra Costa Sheriff's Office for 4 years, and this says in your younger days. Would you like to introduce your wife?
This is my wife, Michelle. And her sister also works for us. Go raise your hand.
A couple of Larry's past accomplishments. He has been awarded as the Reserve Officer of the Year, and he has also received the department's 10851 award, which recognizes capturing stolen cars. So congratulations on both of those. He's worked in crime prevention at the PD, has been a cadet advisor for the past 3 years, and also serves as a reserve officer, field training officer. He enjoys fishing and playing with his kids, Lori, Christopher, and Paul, and pinning the badge will be his wife. Larry, congratulations on your promotion. Harvey Quo. Harvey is being recognized for being promoted to the rank of lieutenant in the reserve organization. He was appointed on February 13th of this year. Born in San Francisco, grew up in Hong Kong, China, as well as Walnut Creek. He graduated from our very own Las Lomas High School and earned a bachelor's degree in sports management from St. Mary's College in Moraga. He has worked as an IT analyst and application designer and currently works for the FBI as a language analyst. Harvey is a basketball referee in his spare time, and he actually officiated the 2009 California State Basketball Championship, as well as officiated at 2 Northern California Championships and 4 Section Championship games. Quite admirable accomplishments. Harvey is a graduate of the Walnut Creek Police Department Leadership Institute, has been a reserve field training officer, served as the reserve recruiting coordinator, as well as a team sergeant prior to his promotion. Would you like to introduce who's in attendance?
Welcome, Steve.
Welcome, Steve. Welcome to everyone. Harvey enjoys sports, cooking, and trying new restaurants.
Call of Duty.
The Call of Duty, that's right. And pinning the badge is your brother Steve. Congratulations on your promotion, Harvey. And calling to the stage, Chris Flath. Chris was appointed as the Reserve Police Captain on January 18th of this year. He's been with the program since 1998. He was born in Oakland and grew up in Kensington, California. He graduated from El Cerrito High School, the Gauchos, and attended UC Santa Cruz, the Banana Slugs, and Cal State Hayward, and I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for their mascot. Chris is the president of Local and Worldwide Technologies. Would you like to introduce who's in attendance?
This is my wife, Louise.
Welcome.
Back in the cheap seats there are my parents, my wife's parents, and our daughter, Ashley.
Welcome to all. Chris is also a graduate of the Walnut Creek Police Department Leadership Institute. He was a top cop winner in December of 2001 and was the Reserve Officer of the Year in 2000. He has also logged over 500 hours of service each year for 13 consecutive years. Very admirable. Chris became a reserve sergeant 3 years after starting with the reserve program, and he became a reserve lieutenant a few months after that. He became a member of the Walnut Creek Police Department Bomb Squad in April of 2004, the Police Information Technology Team in 2006. He has attended the FBI Post-Blast Investigator School, Incident Response to Terrorist Bombings, Planning for School Bomb Events, and has attended the Talon Tactical Robot Operations School. Chris wanted to make sure that he thanks his wife, Louise, for her relentless support at all hours of the day and night, and he thanks the PD and the city for supporting the Reserve Division for 60 years. He'd also like to thank all the officers that taught him what he knows about law enforcement, and specifically the Reserve Division, for their faith and support in him, as he now is only the 3rd captain in 60 years. Talking about hobbies, Chris jokes that WCPD reserves don't have much spare time and they are always 10-8. He does, however, occasionally go camping, boating, or traveling, and pinning the badge will be his wife. Congratulations, Chris. Jenny Green. Welcome, Jenny. Jenny was appointed to the position of Police Assistant Dispatcher on February 14th of this year. She was born in Walnut Creek and grew up in Antioch. She attended Antioch Senior High School and went on to Los Medanos College, where she majored in criminal justice. Jenny previously worked for both the Antioch and Pittsburgh Police Departments, and most recently worked as the exhibits specialist for the Alameda County Superior Courts. So we're very happy to have stolen her away from them. Jenny says her favorite thing to do is spend time with her two children, and make sure I get the pronunciations right. Is it Delaney and Kale? 9 and 6 years old, respectively. She says they are her world, and we can understand that. She's excited to start with WCPD and looks forward to a long future here, as do we. Congratulations. I want to make mention of Letitia Tolliver, who was unable to make it, but is also a recently appointed Police Assistant Dispatcher, and we welcome her back to the Walnut Creek family. Also, in the newly created position of Lead Police Assistant Dispatcher, Tammy Cast. We offer our congratulations to her. Unfortunately, she was unable to make it today. Can I please have Vicki Miranda come to the stage? Melvin, Melvin, Melvin. Vicki is our newest executive assistant, appointed March 30th of 2012. Thank you, Melvin. She was born and raised in the Philippines and graduated from the University of the Philippines with a bachelor's degree in business economics. She started with Walnut Creek Police Department in 2006 as a police records technician and has worked the misdemeanor filing desk, assisted with the community court hearing program, and her most recent assignment has been the subpoena desk. You want to introduce your family, Vicki?
This is Miles and this is Melvin.
Miles and Melvin, welcome. Vicki enjoys spending time with her kids and her family, and we look forward to spending time with her in her new position as executive assistant. Welcome. Tori, to the stage, please. Tori is our new police services supervisor, and actually Vicki is taking Tori's old position. She was appointed on August 24th of 2011, born in Walnut Creek, and grew up next door in Pleasant Hill. She received her AA degree from DVC and her bachelor's degree from Cal State Hayward. From 2002 through 2007. She was a dispatcher with the Pleasant Hill Police Department, and then she came to us, best move you ever made, as the police chief's executive assistant. Prior to starting in law enforcement, she worked as an insurance agent for 7 years. And you want to introduce your family?
My parents are here, Bill and Barbara. I'd like to note that my dad was in the fire service, but he's still very supportive of me going blue.
Welcome. Tori enjoys traveling to warm places, visiting the wine country, and spending time with family and friends, and we're happy to have her. And I'm going to turn the mic over to Captain Steve Skinner.
All right, we're going to be recognizing 2 new police officers to the City of Walnut Creek Police Department. I'd like to call to the stage, and they can welcome, bring your families with you, both Officer Scott Besner and Officer Guy Izzard. Thought I saw Scott come in earlier. Okay. Okay, while they're looking for Scott. There he is. All right. So I think we're lucky Scott made it. I believe you were in court over in Oakland, right?
Yes.
So nice job getting here.
Yeah, thank you.
Talk a little bit about each officer here. Scott was appointed to police officer here with us, City of Walnut Creek, on September 26, 2011. I've got competition here for the mic. That's all right. A little bit about Scott's background in education. Scott was born in Fremont, grew up in Manteca. He graduated from Cal State Long Beach with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. And Scott previously worked for the Oakland Police Department for the past 5 years as a patrol officer. He had the opportunity to write numerous search warrants leading to seizures of large amounts of guns and drugs. Prior to entering law enforcement, Scott worked for Wells Fargo Information Systems and Project Management. And Scott, I'll let you introduce your family.
Sure, I'm sure you've all heard Brax. Last my wife was it.
Scott enjoys spending time with his kids and his wife and going camping and boating with the family. And I believe pinning the badge on Scott today will be cheap bread?
I do
Or we're
not
gonna-
have my badge today because I do my class.
Well, we're going to hand you your badge. How's that? All right, moving on to, oh, okay. It's like, yeah. All right, we're also here to welcome Officer Guy Izzard today. Guy was appointed to our police department on November 28th, 2011. Guy was born in Oxford, England, and then raised in Los Gatos, California. He graduated from Archbishop Mitty High School and earned a bachelor's degree in business economics with a minor in global peace and security from UC Santa Barbara. Guy previously worked for the San Jose Police Department for the last 4 years, serving as a patrol officer, and he worked both gang suppression and narcotics. So he brings a wealth of experience to our agency, which is great. And Guy, I'll let you introduce anybody here in attendance with you today.
My mom, Susan, sitting right there. My girlfriend, Melissa. It's my dad, Ralph.
I got to comment on Guy's hobbies. He likes to ride motorcycles, and of particular interest to me, he is a snowboarder. So this winter coming in Tahoe, we're going to be spending some time together. So, and pinning the badge today on Guy will be his father, Ralph Ezard. Right now comes a pretty fun part of the program, especially for me, including these next two promotees. First, we're going to be discussing our newest police sergeant, and I'd like to ask him and his family, and Valerie, I know you're out there, that includes you, to come up onto the stage, please. Steve Bertolozzi. All right, we're going to spend a few minutes talking about Sergeant Bertolozzi. Steve was appointed to sergeant here with us on October 28th, 2011. Steve was born in San Francisco, grew up in South San Francisco, and earned his bachelor's degree in social science from San Francisco State. Steve started his law enforcement career for the South City San Francisco Police Department, where he worked for 11 years. And while working for South City PD, Steve was a canine handler, a gang officer, and a defensive tactics instructor. He joined the Walnut Creek Police Department in 1996 and has served in a wide variety of assignments, including patrol, detectives, community policing. He was an FTO, member of our driving training team, SWAT team member, and he continues to this day to be very involved in our defensive tactics training program. And he's got his family here in attendance with him, and I'll let you introduce them.
My daughter Shelby, my wife Valerie, it's my son Gino, and my son Tyler. My mom and dad too, Rudy and Sue Bertolozzi.
So some of Steve's hobbies: Steve enjoys playing tennis, softball, mountain biking, and obviously enjoys spending a lot of time with his family. And pinning the badge on him today is going to be his wife, Valerie. That's good. All right, moving on up, we're going to now recognize promotion to police lieutenant. And I'd like to call to the stage, along with his family, Lieutenant Steve Gorski. Lieutenant Steve Gorski was appointed to the position of police lieutenant September 26, 2011. Steve was born in Walnut Creek and grew up in Alamo, Michigan, and San Luis Obispo, in addition to Walnut Creek. Steve is known as an overachiever, so after graduating from Monte Vista High School, he obtained a bachelor's degree in political science from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. He then earned a master's degree in history from the American Military University. And like he doesn't have enough to do on top of that, he's now pursuing a second master's degree in national security policy. Steve started with the Walnut Creek Police Department in 1998 and has been a field training officer. He worked for the Contra Costa County Narcotics Enforcement Task Force and has been an in-house narcotics detective. He's an active member and now supervising manager of the Walnut Creek Police Department Bomb Squad, and recently a sergeant prior to his promotion. And Steve, I'll let you introduce your family today.
I've got my kids, Kara and Cole here, my wife Lindsay, and in the audience, my folks, Ray and Irene Wood.
And in addition to everything that he does and hobbies, Steve also enjoys traveling and backpacking with his family. And pinning the badge today on Steve will be his wife, Lindsay. All right, so now the stage is going to get a little crowded. What I'd like to do is call back up to the stage all the police officers and reserve police officers so that the chief can administer the oath of office. So could all of you please return back up to the stage.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. That I will support and defend the Constitution. Of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of California. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance. To the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of California. That I take this obligation freely. Without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. I heard it. And I will well. And faithfully discharge. The duties upon which I am about to enter. Congratulations.
This concludes our ceremony. We'd like to thank everyone for attending and invite you to take pictures, stay as long as you like on stage, and we also have refreshments outside. But thank you very much.